Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and please do remember, if you do not like what I say, how I say it, or why I say it, then please do feel free to click off this video and go about the rest of your day in peace. And so today is a special themed video because one of my lovely friends was nice enough to send me some mermaid themed presents for my birthday. So I've been wanting to do a mermaid themed video for a while now, so it's like shout out to you. If you're watching this, you know who you are. Thank you so much. And this is going to be the mermaid themed video. So no idea what kind of messages are going to come out. It was more of just like what you need to know kind of thing. So I'm not sure what kind of messages are going to come out or what the subject matter for each pile is going to be, but we're going to find out. So as always, these are general readings. So not every card, not every message is going to resonate for you personally. So again, take what does resonate, leave what doesn't. And if you find yourself attracted to more than one pile, that is perfectly fine because your personal message might be spread across more than one of these piles. So with that said, let me go ahead and introduce you to said piles. So for pile 1, we have the green mermaid with some emerald calcite. For pile 2, we have the yellow mermaid with some honey calcite. For pile 3, we have the purple mermaid with this ameturine piece here. And for pile 4, we have the pink orangey mermaid with some red calcite. So definitely take as much time as you need, meditate on the cards, and see which pile you feel drawn to, what message is right for you right now for what it is you need to know. So of course, this is going to be kind of like a general timeless reading here. So let's go ahead and jump into it. For those of you who picked pile 1 with this green calcite piece here, and of course the green mermaid, we're going to go ahead and jump into your cards. So we're going to start off with the tarot cards that we have here. So you guys got a couple of these. Let's see what we have. So we have the Hierophant. We also have the Two of Cups. So that is pretty crazy, especially right next to the Hierophant, right as I see these. So one thing that definitely pops to mind when I see these two cards together is marriage in particular, because the Hierophant can be related to marriage, and the Two of Cups, it has to do with partnership. So there could be, for some of you who picked this, something to do with partnership on your mind, whether it's romantic or in business. We also have the King of Swords here. Let's see. We also have the Page of Wands. I'm going to move that over there. We also have the Ace of Cups. Are you kidding me? And we have the Fool. And we have the Moon. So a lot of water energy here. So definitely Pisces, Taurus. So what I'm getting here for you guys who picked this pile is that, yeah, there's a lot here that has to do with new beginnings, starting something new, especially starting something new in regards to partnership with somebody else. It could potentially be somebody who really represents this sort of King of Swords energy. So they're very analytical, they're very smart. This could be something very traditional in sense too with the Hierophant here. Let's see. Yeah, you're definitely feeling a lot of inspiration right now. So if this has to do with creative projects, you're definitely feeling extremely inspired with both the Hierophant here and with the Page of Wands. This is starting something new in the sense of reigniting a passion. Maybe this is something that you gave up on a few years back. I also feel the message of really paying attention to your health as well is really important. Make sure you're drinking enough water, you're getting enough sleep, because there's a lot of ideas coming through now. You're about to take a new leg in this journey that you're on. Some of you can also be very clairaudient, so you really need to pay attention to those messages that you hear, song lyrics. That might be something that stands out to you really. Or a lot coming up here. You're definitely offering your cup to somebody else, I feel like, or they're offering their cup to you in whatever this relationship is. It could also be a situation of kind of like love at first sight for some of you. Yeah, there's definitely a lot here that has to do with any kind of artistic talents. If you have a passion for that, it's definitely a really important time coming up that you start something with that, whether it's a side hustle or you make that your actual career. Some of you could be singers or musicians of some sort, and so you have some idea with that, but it's like you're looking for guidance for some of you, because again, this is something very new that you haven't really done before, or at least you've thought about it, but you haven't had all the right tools yet to sort of put it together. So there could be somebody who is more experienced in this area who might be bringing you some sort of guidance to help you here. Friendship could also be a possibility. Again, the partnership that I'm talking about, it's definitely something that's going to be, I feel like, very committed, and it could last a very long time, but it may not necessarily be romantic in nature. It could be friendship, or it could be in business. It just depends on what it is you're looking for. You know, you coming to some sort of agreement that, you know, benefits both parties here. Especially, again, with somebody who is more established in whatever it is you're looking into, and they can see, because you're bringing something fresh to whatever the situation is. You are this ideas person. You're very connected to your intuition, and if you're not connected to your intuition, then this is definitely a message that you need to work on that with the moon here. Because again, there's some subconscious things that are happening, that are coming to light, that you weren't really paying attention to before, but it's really going to come out now, and you need to take hold of that. Yeah, make sure that you're not losing control of the situation either, especially with the Fool. It's like you can maybe jump in too fast without thinking all of the ideas through. Let's see what else. Yeah, especially with this Ace of Cups here, it's like it's questioning if you're using your gift to the fullest potential, or do you have it on a shelf somewhere while you try to figure out what it is. You know, it is shown up here that the conditions are already there for it to fulfill its true purpose. Trying to understand it is not the same as actually using it. Cups are a feeling suit, which is why logic and reason are not always the best way to deal with them. I suggest you better make use of what has presented itself before someone else comes along and claims it. So that could be another thing here. It's like you are sitting on a really great gift or a really great ability or idea or project, and there is the potential here that somebody is going to come in and they're going to see, because they're going to see that you're like, you are sitting on this thing. And I'm not getting the sense here that somebody who's going to have like nefarious kind of ideas about it. It's more like they're coming in to help you with it, because they see that you're struggling to get this off the ground. And so it's like they want to kind of be a guiding hand there, again, to be an equal partner, an equal share here. This is not about somebody who's trying to pull the wool over your eyes. I'm not getting the sense, especially with the moon being here, you know, that could reference, you know, illusions or whatnot, but I don't feel like that's the case here. I feel like this is, again, recognizing that you need to answer your own call here that you feel. You know, in the dark, we find more space for our imaginations to run wild, allowing us to lose all sense of perception and to see things that would not be visible under the sun's intense rays. So yeah, it's like you guys, you need somebody who, partner-wise, who is going to be the more grounded person, it feels like, the one who's more practical, because you are this imaginative person. So again, somebody who is going to ground you, somebody like, again, if you are a Pisces, somebody who is like a Taurus, that makes a lot of sense, because the earth and water element helps to, you know, bring balance to each other in that way. Or potentially it could be somebody who's more like an air sign, in the sense that they're more logical and they're more controlled in their thinking and their words, while, you know, again, a water sign can be more imaginative and can get more caught up into, again, that, I don't want to use the word fantasy world, but it's like, it is like that sometimes. It's not a negative thing. It's a powerful thing. But sometimes it's like, it helps to have somebody to talk those things out with, to bounce those ideas against. And that's just what I'm getting here. You know, with the Fool, it's a right now is the time to be adventurous. Take a chance and know you will have all that you require for beginning a journey into the unknown. A lot of this is going to be exploring unknown territory for you that you haven't really done before. That's what, again, I've already said that. Let's go ahead and look at some of your other cards here as well. So we have card 1 here with Mermaid with Pink Lotus in the reverse. So let's go ahead and see what her message is for you guys here. Let's go ahead and put her we'll put her right here. So with this card in the reverse, it's the message is time to get back to work. You have been investing a lot of time and resources on your health and well-being these days. It has been most helpful, but now you're ready to rejoin the world. Wake up and get moving. And I was feeling that sense of like, you know, working on your health is extremely important. So if you have been doing that, that's great. Now it's like you've worked on your mental landscape, you feel more grounded or whatnot, and it's time for you to get back out there, get onto your adventure again, and find that passion and that fire and really fuel that. For others of you, it's a message that you need to, you're almost there. You need to work a little bit more on that health aspect, both the mental and the physical and the spiritual. So we also have here, look beyond the surface. So avoid becoming distracted by surface issues. Focus on the underlying motivation, cause, or beauty in a situation. Seek ways to bring depth to your world. So yeah, that is definitely very resonant with the moon card here as well, because again, the moon has to do with those underlying things. So this is definitely a big message here for you to really look beyond what it is that's holding you back, I feel like. Because again, it's like we had that message with the Ace of Cups that, there's something you're kind of sleeping on here. Something that you haven't really taken grasp of and drinked like deeply from. So allow your senses to become aware of the perfection that surrounds you. Allure exists in all aspects of your life, in nature, in relationships, or in your own being. If you're missing it, assess what you have been focusing your attention on and look for the beauty in your life instead. If you look, you are sure to find it. Get in touch with your sensuality through sight, smell, taste, and touch. Draw on your senses and experience contentment and deep satisfaction. It's time to treat yourself to a day of self-care. This could mean going to a spa, receiving a massage, enjoying new experiences, or simply spending more time with people you love. Discover new ways to creatively express yourself through dance, exercise, outdoor activity, painting, music, drama, or other art forms. So again, that creativity is coming back out. You guys really need to explore that for yourself. We also have, what does it say here? At first sight, it may appear that the whales have warts covering their faces, bodies, and tails, but the bumps on the humpback whale's snout are tubercles, hopefully I'm saying that right, and their bodies become home to sea barnacles. Sea barnacles find locations in the ocean from the shore side to the deep ocean to attach, while juvenile barnacles swim and drift with the ocean currents. When they have nearly matured, barnacles find identical barnacles and attach to the same surface. They choose the site which ranges from the bottom of a boat to the side of a whale. This means the barnacle on a whale's face are fully developed and immobile. The appearance of barnacles does not diminish the majesty and the beauty of the whales. In fact, it gives the whales' bodies an interesting detail. So obviously there's a message here that health kind of beauty thing is coming up more than once here. So clearly there is a message here for some of you about honoring your own inner beauty here, no matter what it is. Again, if you have unusual features or something unique about you or something that maybe, is normally thought of as a blemish or, a scar or whatnot, it's like, don't think of it in a negative way. It's actually something beautiful and unique to you, and it's going to catch somebody's eye for that reason. So let's see what else we have here. And it's so crazy. So it's funny because this card was talking about sensuality, enjoying the senses, and we have divine sensuality, making love, erotica. And it's so crazy because look at the image here, and there's the little statue that goes along with that. That's really trippy. So we also have visions, psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing out of body travel. So this has definitely related to the moon. Some of you have these kind of clairvoyant abilities. I also feel like some of you should really work with the moon cycle, especially the full moon, a lot more. We also have time and tide, oceanic spells and rituals. So yeah, some really interesting cards right here. So let's go ahead and talk about these. So with card 18 here, which is the tide, time and tide here. It's talking about it is time for a well thought through act of connection, a ritual or spell with the realm of the mer beings, with the sea, with her creature. When done with great formality and mindfulness, many acts can become magical and reconnect us to the sacred within us and outside of us. You may wish to ritually bathe in a tidal pool, which could be a natural formed rock pool or a sacred bath time you create for yourself. As you bathe in the sacred healing pool, allow the pool and the water to drain away anything that must be left behind for you to go forward again. Go to your own personal high tide at change of tide. The saltwater crystals will drag through your auric layer, clearing and cleansing, leaving you feeling light and free, yet ever very present and clear. The warm waters of the tide pool make them mermaidenly goddess pools of healing right on the seashore. The amniotic fluid of rebirth for you to be freed from. Or you may wish to create sandcastles or mandalas or sculptures near the tide line. We can shape into the sand itself an energy field of tiny sparkling crystals, representations of what we wish to see taken away and cleared, or what we wish the sea mother to take into her cauldron and help you manifest. It may be time to work with generic, how do you say this? Yanaric runes, which have a great history of being drawn into the sand as messages to the great sea beings of all kinds, which is most important. What is most important is that you act. So clearly this is saying for you guys who pick this pile here, whatever it is you're trying to manifest or start, it's really important that one, you're doing cleansing, you're having kind of that spa day. This is something that I've just recently started doing more of, is a salt bath like once a week, and holy shit, it really, really does help, especially for me, because again, I'm really personally very connected to this mermaidy kind of energy and the ocean. So it's like I really do need to be in like some form of water like that more often, I realized. So yeah, that's something that you guys should definitely consider working on. It will help with just, again, that health aspect, but also with that manifestation. It's like that idea of, you know, again, building something, putting something near the water line, and then having the sea sort of take that manifestation and, you know, bring it about. I think that's a really interesting idea. And then, of course, we have the divine sensuality here. So with this card, it's really talking about, it is possible at this time that you are being judged by others for the sexual choices and mates you have chosen or may be about to choose. Please know it is your birthright to choose freely who you give yourself to and why. The only question is whether this is a sacred and honorable exchange, whether this feels like it is a good choice for you personally. It is time to put aside societal and even cultural and traditional norms and judgments about who we choose and how we choose to enact sensuality. There is a boundary of being broken through. As long as this is a free choice of your own and one that brings you wisdom, health, joy, and respect, it is not for others to make this choice. It is yours alone. Break through the fear. So yeah, you know, mermaids are extremely a very sensual, sexual kind of creature and symbol. You know, it even says here, yes, mermaids are protectors and champions of sexuality and freedom, allure, and power. So with this, again, you know, I think it's really important because especially with that 2 of Cups, and then the message here is like, whatever relationship that is coming next for you guys, make sure it is of an equal exchange. And also, don't feel pressured or bullied for what it is you want to express. Because I feel like you guys do have a very sensual, sexual side that really comes out through your creativity, because those 2 things are very interconnected. And I think a lot of people don't realize this, because again, it relates back to that sacral chakra, which the sacral chakra rules both creativity and sensuality and sexuality. So both of those things kind of fuel each other. So you might be somebody who it's like that part of your sensuality and your sexuality is really important to also your creativity and how you express it. And others who are more closed-minded and more prudish or whatever, they need to stop with the censorship and all that crap, might take offense to it because they're uncomfortable with something in themselves, because they can't own up to the fact that this is just a part of being human. It's a part of being any kind of animal on this planet. So it's like, own that shit for you guys is going to be important. So lastly, of course, we have visions here. So with this card, its message for you all is, when you connect to the moon, and what was I already saying? You will feel more whole, connected, and attuned to the cycles of the world, and the fears you may have had around certain issues will fade. You will allow yourself to see with your psychic vision, and you will speak of what you see, and it will not be considered to be freakish and unusual or mere fantasy. It will be trusted and allowed and explored by you and by others who you are close to. These flashes will not come when you are asleep, so they are not dreams, and they can come even when your physical eyes are open. It's a matter of adjusting to having more than one kind of vision and accepting that this is an energetic truth. You will begin to understand and easily interpret these movies being made for you by the divine in allowance with your spirit eye. So yeah, you guys are going to be very psychically inclined coming up here. You have visions. You could also be astral traveling, especially coming up here soon. So those are definitely areas that you should work on practicing. And just to pull some final messages here for you guys, let's see what it is you need to know. What else do you need to know? Some final messages for you all to help you out with this situation. Let's see, and one more. Yep. So we have, take the helm, be in control of your own ship. We also have self-care. Drowning doesn't always require water. See, that's coming up twice here. I feel like even in this partnership that comes in with this person, it's like you can't allow them, or you can't expect them to be running the show for you. You still have to be in control of whatever this is that you're starting, or again, being equal partners in the relationship. We also have travel. Seeing the surface of the ocean is not the same as diving deep to see the coral, and we have look beyond the surface there. We also have rescue. Help others in need or ask for assistance when you need it. Again, I feel like you guys are going to get to a point, or you are at a point right now, where it's like you kind of need to ask for assistance from somebody who knows more. We also have move. Oh my God, barnacles only grow on a docked ship. And this card over here was totally talking about the barnacle thing. That is crazy. And then we have anchor. Keep yourself grounded. What have I already said multiple times in this? It's like, yeah, you guys feel like a group that needs more grounding. And you need to partly do that for yourself. But I also feel like there's somebody who's going to come in who's going to be kind of that anchor for you to help you with this stuff. So with that said, that is your reading for you guys who chose group 1 with the green mermaid and the green calcite. So if this resonated, please do leave a like on this video, comment down below, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification if you want to continue to see more videos. Also feel free to comment down any suggestions that you have for future videos or more themes. And if you'd like to help and support the channel anyway, there's going to be links to my Amazon wish list, as well as my Ko-fi and my Instagram. So definitely come and join me on my Instagram, because I'm always posting more tarot and art related things and all that good stuff. And you ever like to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces twin, all that info is also in the description. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, for those of you who picked pile 2 with the honey calcite here, as well as the yellow mermaid, we're going to go ahead and jump into your cards. We're going to start off with the tarot. And so, very crazy. We have the Ace of Cups coming out once again. We also have the High Priestess. So a lot of water energy right now. Pisces energy coming through once again. Especially, we also have the Hangman here, which is definitely it's a Neptunian card, which is, of course, related to Pisces. Let's see. And we also have here the Queen of Cups, and we have the Seven of Wands. So this is an interesting pile here. So I definitely feel like you guys are a group who are extremely, extremely intuitive and psychic here. And you also have a very nurturing, loving side to you, but it feels like there's something happening right now where you feel like you can't express something. You're kind of stuck. You're in a awkward situation, but it's like there's also something new starting for you here, especially if you sort of take control and you kind of nurture whatever cup it is that you're holding right now. So again, with the High Priestess, she's the mysteries of the femininity, unexpected pregnancy, an unforeseen event, as well as feelings of sacrificed for a reason, the pursuit of power, breaking the rules, ability to judge, willingness to study. It's really crazy that it's talking about the pregnancy thing because, again, we have the Ace of Cups there, so I can almost take that as for some of you. I'm not getting that it's necessarily... I feel like maybe for some of you, you have been trying to get pregnant, but it's like something has not been working. I feel like when you least expected, that will happen. Also with the Hangman, again, that has to do with sacrifice, punishment, ordeal, submission, too long for the unattainable, fatal tie, love going through a difficult period, as well as ability to sacrifice. And that combined also with that Ace of Cups here is love, joy, feelings of affection, flow of emotion, and nourishment, which is also a very Queen of Cups kind of energy here. I'm just going to go through these and kind of see what the meanings that they have from these particular decks are. The Queen of Cups, life force energy flows and moves through all living things like a wave. Sometimes it is gentle and calm, and other times it's crashing against us, like it's trying to propel us out of our bodies. The Queen of Cups has a few tricks up her sleeve, or more to the point, in her cup, to teach you about how to deal with this ever-flowing energy. She wants to tap into your intuitive feelings center and show you how to work the controls. She knows that if you learn her lessons well, you won't find yourself wrecked along the rocks anymore. And then with the Seven of Wands, you would do well to tread carefully right now, as you may find yourself somewhere you are not meant to be. It's best to play along and check your ego at the door. Not everything is meant for you, and not everyone is going to want you around. But maybe if you mind your tongue and stay humble, you'll be able to find a treasure no one else has ever been privy to behold. So with that, looking at these, I don't know, this is kind of a weird pile, what I'm getting here. It feels very conflicted because I feel like there is some really good things on the way for some of you, where it's like you're taking control of you're following your intuition really well, and you are starting something new. It could definitely be something new in love. And again, it's really, really important that you follow that intuitive calling. For others of you, this is more about a challenge, and maybe more so it's about a challenge of accepting your own divine feminine half within yourself and coming to terms with what her message is to you, how to heal that wound I'm getting for some of you and start anew. Because again, you have this really strong intuitive power. There might actually be a woman who you might encounter who has this high priestess energy, who might be guiding to you, or maybe like a motherly figure. And it's like you can't be afraid of the unknown here and being in a situation that you haven't really been in before. It's like you kind of just have to surrender and kind of sacrifice, again, the ego at the door and allow whatever messages to come through. Becoming more honest so that you can really take hold of the joy that is meant for you. Taking more time to study your inner self, and also sort of the, with spiritual topics that are important to you. Your own magic and understanding your own magical abilities better than you have been recently. Let's see what else we have here. So we have card 18 here, which is I can never say this flippin' word, but she is in the reverse. So let's go ahead and see what her message is for you guys. This is card. So in the reverse, it says, make integrated use of your gifts. You have so many positive qualities, but lately you have been neglecting some of them. If you combine your talents and abilities, even if they do not seem connected, you will become a more dynamic person. So yeah, it feels like some of you have really been rejecting or, ignoring your own inner abilities to the point that you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot here. It's like, whether you're uncomfortable by it, again, I'm feeling like some of you are extremely intuitive and you get like these visions or these messages, and it's like you kind of get overwhelmed by it because you haven't learned proper ways of controlling it. You are a group here who have this high priest or high priestess energy, and that's kind of part of your purpose and your destiny. But it's like, because you haven't found the right way to balance how to like funnel that energy and those messages, it's like, it's kind of like, it has to be one of two extremes for you guys always. It's like you either have the faucet all the way turned on, just fucking going crazy with the water, or you have it completely shut off. And that's just, it's neither one of those options are healthy for you. You have to find a better balance where it's like, it's a steady stream. So you have to work on, for you guys, this is all about working more on your abilities. And it's just so crazy that I was talking about this stream idea, because look at the imagery here on the Ace of Cups. It's like, yeah, you have to find that, you kind of have to find like a sponge of sort, or something to help direct the energy better. Crazy. So let's see what else we have here. We have diving to new depths. There is a deeper meaning to what is happening. You might be looking at this from the surface and missing what is really going on. Take a moment to pause and breathe. Allow yourself to dive deeper into what it is you are feeling about your current situation. So this is pretty crazy. I'm just going to throw this out here for some of you. You guys feel like a group where it's like you are kind of at a, how do I want to put this? You're at more of the earlier stages, more of the beginning stages of group one, if that makes sense. Because again, the whale imagery is coming up for both of you. You both had the Ace of Cups come out. So it's like, there is a little bit for you guys, a connection to group one, if you didn't already watch that. But I feel like for you, you guys are a group that have more work to get to kind of that group one point, if that makes sense. I definitely am not getting the sense here that this has for you guys a lot to do with love or relationships necessarily. It's more about the relationship with yourself and your own gifts and abilities. So diving to new depths. So with this card, it's saying you are being asked to make a deeper connection with yourself. Wow. Something in your life needs attention, meditation, or a solution. Pay attention to your inner voice to get in touch with your personal truths and to know the wisdom and understanding that the heartbeat of the universe. You might be asked to embrace the unknown. It is natural to form an internal view of a challenge or situation. You do this instinctively and without any awareness. However, your first impression may limit your problem-solving ability if you do not go beyond it. If you continue to address this situation from your current viewpoint, you will see nothing new. Try stepping back and seeing things differently or from a different angle, and a new perspective will present itself. On a deeper emotional level, the spontaneous actions you have chosen may have caused you to feel unrest in your daily life. Sperm whales dive the deepest of all the whales. They have been recorded at depths greater than 3,200 meters and can remain underwater for a bit longer than an hour. Sperm whales signify emotional depths and the connection between your thoughts and your emotional choices. You're being asked to dig a bit deeper into a situation. And that kind of all resonates with the Hangman in both the positive and the negative. Because again, the Hangman is a card that has a lot to do with changing up perspective. Because literally, I mean, look at the position of it. It's really important for you guys to change your perspective on how you're looking at yourself. And again, these abilities that you have, or whatever it is that you're trying to do for yourself. It's also, again, kind of in that, what was the line here that it said that really stood out to me? On a deeper emotional level, the spontaneous actions you have chosen may have caused you to feel unrest in your daily life. So yeah, it's like the Hangman can also be about that. It's like you kind of made a decision. Well, now you kind of have to live with the consequences of it. You did the thing, and now you kind of have to sit back and wait to see what is going to result of it. So having better control and thinking about kind of the decisions and the actions you take, because all of those kind of add up to create something. And it's funny because the final card that we have here for you guys is, from the oracles at least, is endurance. Keep going. So with this card, obviously you need to keep working at this. You can't give up halfway through. And I feel like this is what you guys kind of keep doing. It's like you get very, very close to finding those answers, and then it's scary and it makes you uncomfortable, and then you pull back. And it's like you just have to keep pushing through it. So, like these mermaids, you're reaching an important stage of your journey, and it is essential that you continue. There will be times when you feel you have had enough and you wish to suddenly stop moving, the hangman, to sink rather than to swim. But the mermaids are here to ask you to continue to swim, tired though you may be, full of doubt though you may be. The second part of your strength is readying itself, and will come through just at the point you're ready to give up. Keep going. You are strong, and you will go so much further than you currently believe you can. This is not the time to run back or to allow the waters to take you. This is the time to continue the journey you committed to, because you are being tested, and you can pass this test. You must keep going. Eyes forward, intention focused, purpose clear. Recommit and keep going. So yeah, I definitely feel like you guys are being heavily tested right now on your resolve and your endurance to keep going. Like, how much do you want this kind of Ace of Cups? How much do you want the joy, the excitement, the love, the fulfillment, and also like the creativity that comes with the Ace of Cups as well? It's like, how much do you want it? And in order to get it, you have to dive deeper, and you have to keep going, even when it makes you uncomfortable, because you're sleeping on your abilities. Let's see what else. Some final messages for you guys who picked group 2. What else do they need to know? Come here, come here. I saw you. Okay. Oh my God. So crazy. Again, another synchronicity to group 1 here. Group 1 also got this card. Take the helm. Be in control of your own ship. Yeah, you need to get your shit together and stop wanting to stop the movement when it's just getting through. All right. Let's see. One last message. I'm going to go with those 2 and that one. Okay, we're just going to go with all of them. All right, so let's see. So again, we have take the helm. We have reflect. Peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. So again, reflecting on yourself more, diving deeper. Recharge. There's nothing like a walk on the beach to soothe your soul. Empathy. There's more beneath the surface, diving to new depths. Also, that's very Queen of Cups. We have explore. Maps show what has already been discovered. Go another way. So yeah, it's like you need to branch out and take a chance to kind of, again, go deeper. We're just going to keep going back to that. The ocean. Be beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free. And we even have a connection there with the reflect. You know, peer into the endless ocean, and you have the ocean. We also have anchor, another card from group 1. Keep yourself grounded. Stillness. In calm waters, everything becomes clear. So yeah, it's like that hangman energy. It's both a positive and a negative for you guys, because it's like that stillness and that taking a moment to stop and reflect is really important, but at the same time, you can't stay stuck in that position. We have dance. Take inspiration from the moonlight dancing on the surface of the water. Again, kind of like group 1, I feel like you guys could benefit from working with the moon, that energy, and that's high priestess energy as well. Move. Barnacles only grow on a dock ship. See, it's like you have that. It's good to stop and do that stillness and that meditation, but then you have to get back and get moving again. And I feel like that's what you guys are kind of stuck with right now. And then we have wild. Believe in your otherworldly beauty, dance with the waves, and drink in the sunshine. So there we have another synchronicity, because you have be beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free. And then we have wild here. Believe in your otherworldly beauty. So yes, that is all the messages that are coming through here for group 2. If this resonated, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you thought about it, if this made sense to you guys, because this was kind of an odder pile here. But if you'd like to help and support the channel in any way, there's going to be links to my Amazon wishlist, my Ko-fi, my Instagram. Definitely come and join me over there, because I'm always posting more tarot and art related and previews and all kinds of stuff like that. And if you would ever like to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, all that info is also in the description. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. For those of you who picked pile 3 with the ametrine piece as well as the purple mermaid. We're going to go ahead and dive into your cards, starting off with the tarot, as always. So let's see what you guys got here. So you have the Two of Wands, so definitely making some decisions here. We also have the Four of Swords here. We also have another 2 here. So this is pretty crazy. We have the Two of Pentacles, and it's really weird because, of course, if you add up these two, you get 4. So that's pretty trippy. And you have the Emperor, and you have the Seven of Cups. So yeah, again, there's a lot here that has to do with making decisions and balancing out things. It's like you guys are kind of in a state where it's like, it feels like you kind of don't know what you're doing. Or no, it's not that you, let me rephrase that. It's not that you don't know necessarily what you're doing. It's just like, again, no, let me rephrase that again. It's, you have a lot of ideas. You have a lot of goals or projects you would like to work on, or a lot of directions you would like to move in, but you just don't know the how. You don't know yet how to really put together those pieces of the puzzle to really make that thing happen. I feel like you are a group who really believe that you can do the thing, but it's just like you're confused about, again, how to get to there, what direction to go in. And I feel like the big thing here with these cards is the message of no matter what direction you go in, you are going to be going in the right direction because you picked it. You have to kind of just direct yourself and just go for it. I feel like you also really need to pay a lot of attention to your dreams. What is happening in your mind? Because there's a lot of messages coming through there. Because again, with that Four of Swords being here, you're kind of waiting, you're kind of concentrating, you're kind of in this sleeping state where you're trying to work through these things. Because there's a lot of illusions, there's lots, again, a lot of these ideas, these fantasies, and you're kind of trying to, you're just kind of trying to find the right ones here to really put your focus and your energy towards. I feel like kind of narrowing it down, it's like, it's a message here where it's like you have, again, all these ideas, you have all these projects you want to do, and yes, you should do all of those projects because they're exciting and you should do them, but you kind of can't do all of them at once. I feel like is the thing here. It's like you might be kind of trying, that's what maybe your mind is getting confused with, is like you're trying to do all of them at once, but you physically can't. So it's a matter of kind of choosing one or two to put all your focus to, because once you do that, it's like you're the emperor and you can just make that shit happen. It's so interesting. We have 2 twos, you know. Yeah, you're kind of limiting your perspective here. You need to kind of broaden it out more. It's going to take some kind of trying some new things out and kind of doing some different stuff that you have before in order to make these things happen. It might even require you guys to travel. You have to have a level head. And again, you have to balance the opposites here. So for some of you, you need to make sure you're keeping a good balance between work and play, you know, sleep and awakeness, your divine feminine, your divine masculine halves. You have a lot of good insights into where it is you need to go. So let's get a little bit more information about the Emperor here from this particular deck. So the Emperor here is, there are things that only you and you alone can do. They're important things and they need all your focus and concentration. You are building something sustainable in your life. Some of the pieces are for you to attend to and some are not. In order to make sure you have a solid foundation on which to grow and expand your own personal empire, you must take the pieces that are your personal responsibility and attend to them. Make sure each step of the way you ground your power and sharpen your empire building skills. So again, maybe that also might be a part of the challenge here, is like you are, again, you're not kind of focusing on just solely what are your pieces of the puzzle, and you're kind of trying to do all the work that is really meant for other people or meant for the universe to take care of, or however it is. Again, you kind of need to simplify here and just focus on what your part is to play. Because if you focus all your attention on that, then it's a surefire thing. So with the Seven of Cups also from this deck, Distractions are a part of everyday life. It is easy to allow them to take control and dictate the terms of your day. It takes strength and commitment. However, to turn away from them and keep your emotions and mind clear and focused. Allow yourself to fill your days with what seems like business doesn't mean you're actually achieving anything, except maybe cluttering up your mental, emotional, and vibrational space. So for now, leave the shiny objects where you found them and leave the space for something you really wish to experience. So yeah, again, not getting too overwhelmed by all these other little things. I feel like this, for you guys, this is definitely a major pile that has a lot to do with business, has a lot to do with your goals, with your ambitions, with your career. It's like, this is the focus for you guys. So let's see what else we have. We have card 44 with trilobites. Trilobites. Yeah, we're going to keep that card right there. And let's see what her message is here in the upright for you guys. So, expand your timeline. Trilobites are ancient creatures who once roamed our oceans for millions of years. Over time, they have become but fossil memories. Just as it took millennia for them to change, so too your situation will take much longer to mature than you originally thought. Take heart, however. This time will do you good. Take this opportunity to meditate on your past and future actions. Consider your words and perhaps even rehearse your lines over and over again until you have everything just right. But more importantly, do not rush. Take your time and let each situation ripen on its own way. You may not know precisely what you're waiting for, but worry not. The time will not be wasted. Mentally expand your timeline and make good use of your wait. And that's that Four of Swords. That is about waiting. So yeah, this kind of waiting period is important for you guys because, again, what you're trying to build, I mean, this is your foundation for the long haul, is what it is you're trying to create. So you need to give it time. You need to work on it piece by piece. And again, keep your focus solely on one part. A lot of you might be jumping too much like ahead of the curve instead of like, and it's good. It's a good thing though to, you know, kind of have that longer term plan in place of like how to get to those much bigger, sorry, I just got distracted because I was looking at the tree here and I see like this strange orange fungus on it. It's like bright orange. It's like the color, like this color orange. I don't know why that just stood out to me, whatever it is, but maybe that's something significant for some of you. For some reason, I don't know. But what was I saying? So yeah, it's like you're jumping too much ahead, but it's good to know kind of what that end goal is, but you need to kind of come back to the now and like, okay, I know, working back from that point that you're jumping ahead to, work backwards to see, okay, here's the smaller steps to get me there. And again, start with that first step that is right in the now and keep working slowly to what it is you need to get to. Because again, you don't need to rush this process. We also have, so we have resilience here. There is no need to rush or push. This is a time to take things as they come. You have the determination and patience to handle what is happening. Exactly. So again, that not pushing, just allowing thing is really important. And we have replacing what was lost. You have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew. Create with a new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon. That's what I definitely feel like for you guys. You do have some major abundance on the horizon here. But again, that change in your perspective is really important. So let's get a little bit deeper into these particular cards here. So with this resilience card, right now, the benefits of being present outweigh the desire to create something or pursue a new endeavor. Be peaceful and take your time. Know that you will receive guidance about when to start a new chapter of your life. If you become impatient or want to push to create what you desire, redirect your attention to leisure activities. Find ways to occupy yourself so you can regain your sense of self and find the gifts in the process at hand. The turtles in this card represent inner power and the ability of the human spirit to overcome any difficulty. This card is about knowing that you can bear life's obstacles by drawing upon your inner strength and self-belief. It is time to combine determination and resolve with your fundamental conscientiousness, and inner peace. Perhaps you have forgotten these traits exist within you. Regain your focus. What do you need to do, and how would you like to go about it? Demonstrate composure and maturity through the choices you make. I can't believe how much these cards are. I haven't used these particular cards much, but they're just resonating completely to what I've already talked about. It's so funny. Thought to be a link between heaven and earth, turtles are time-honored messengers for use in prophecy. Sea turtles also represent immortality. In some societies, they are believed to be temporary vessels for souls that are making their way through a progression of life on the course to heaven or enlightenment. Take a moment and look into the turtle's eyes on the card. Look at the heart that encompasses the turtles. Think the word love to help you feel the resolve emanating in you. You are more than capable of getting through what lies ahead. And I feel like a huge part of what it is you're trying to grow is something that is going to last beyond just you. It's something for the future generations that you support or you create to also benefit from. So we also have card 12. So with replacing what was lost, you're blessed with greater strength and abundance, great enthusiasm, and new energy. You need to show ambition and move from where you are now to where you know you can be to increase your effectiveness. Be willing to keep moving forward with purpose. Draw on your divine energy and put the past situation in perfect order. A well-rounded, realistic, and balanced view along with a well-considered plan, the Emperor, that takes any future consequences of your actions into account is needed as you move. Be a visionary and take calculated risks. You have shifted and grown from all of your life experiences. You will find that you have a fresh perspective pertaining to new endeavors. Your approach to your new opportunity will differ from how you've done things in the past. Allow your newly acquired knowledge to influence how you will proceed. Be willing to take breaks for your efforts if you need to gain a different outlook. Be assured that you have all the tools necessary to forge ahead. Starfish have amazing regenerative properties. Seeing a starfish reminds you that you are blessed with great strength and abundance. At times, this blessing may be hidden from you. If there has been an abrupt change, release whatever seems to be falling away. It may take a while before you see the divine outcome. Nurture and grow from this experience. Be willing to keep moving forward with intention. So yeah, it's like, yeah, I feel like right now you're in very much this Four of Swords spot where it's like, yeah, waiting, kind of not rushing, don't push, is really important to reshaping your perspective so that you can get focused back on what the main goal is at this moment to help you achieve what it is you're trying to get at. And once you do, you'll be able to, move forward at a good, steady pace that is appropriate for what it is you're trying to do. And it's really crazy because the next card that we have here is card 42, Wave of Power, a surge of power, upswing in energy, exhilarating movement. So yeah, that is what you're moving towards. Once you've had this kind of period to, again, change your perspective and kind of get focused again and take that time to not push, but to allow. So with the Wave of Power, let's see, card 42. Its message here is, it's time for you to seek out and optimize the power of natural cycles. As a great wave of power is gathering, and instead of being a voyeur as it passes by, watching and observing as you have so often done, you can now catch this wave, rise up high, and find yourself traveling and moving at a great pace through the many changes you have long sought to make. So I have to wonder, are any of you guys surfers? Because that feels like kind of an analogy that would make a lot of sense to a surfer. Or maybe this is maybe a message for some of you. Maybe try surfing, because that will help you to physically understand what this card is talking about. This is a time of triumph, of harnessing and directing, of asserting your will and knowing what it is you want. The power is gathering. It will be here soon. Decide now what it is you want. If you can move in the direction of dreams and succeed at this amazing, impressive time, rise up. because you too have power and you too are a part of this great cycle. It is a glorious time to participate and to be at the forefront. Feel the force within you match the power that approaches you. Together, when fused, there can be a great time of progress and magic. See, this is all kind of resonating with each other. So let's go ahead and see what other last final messages you guys, group 3, need to know about. Let's see. What are your messages, group 3? Oh, geez. Whew. Kind of knocking the camera out. Let's see. Let's see. Any other messages for group 3? Any other messages? Okay. So, let's see what you got here. So we have chance. So this says, allow the sea to wash its jets of wonders ashore. You never know what the tide may bring in. Exactly. So kind of this period of waiting is really important because it's going to bring in something that you need, that's going to help you. We also have communicate. Things left unsaid will never reach the shore. So yeah, you need to communicate your goals better to yourself. Again, gaining that focus. The ocean. Be beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free. It's that wave of power. Direction. Trust your inner compass and find your bearings. We also have meditate. Make some quiet time in the still air. That's that pause, that 4 swords. We have listen. The secrets of the sea become apparent when we listen to the sound within the shells. So yeah, it goes into both the communicate and the meditate. We also have move. Barnacles only grow on a docked ship. So get that movement back when you have that focus. Generosity. What good is treasure if you keep it for yourself? So that might also be a part of communicating what it is you want to build here. Maybe there's other people. Again, yeah, there is kind of other people who can help you. Because again, all the responsibility is not on you. You just need to take care of your pieces of the puzzle and then trust and allow other people to kind of step in and fill those other gaps. That's very much a lesson to learn with the Emperor. Because again, the Emperor, he knows how to communicate and how to ask for help when he needs it. He knows he can't run the empire all on his own. He has to have all those other people to help make it a cohesive thing because he cannot physically do everything at all times. Other people have to step in, and he's, a good judge of character to select those people. So with that said, that is everything I'm seeing here for you guys in your cards. So if this resonated, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you thought about it. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on the bell notification if you do not want to miss any future videos. And if you'd like to help and support the channel anyway, there's going to be links to my Amazon wish list, my Ko-fi, my Instagram. Definitely come and join me over there because I'm always posting more tarot and art related things there. And if you'd ever like to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, all that info is down in the description. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. All right, for those of you who picked the 4th and final pile here with the red calcite and the orangey pink mermaid here, we're going to go ahead and jump into your cards, starting off with the tarot as always. Let's see what we have going on here for you guys. So we have the 9 of Cups, the wish fulfillment card. Very good card. Enjoying luxury, excitement, definitely very much a party card. We have the 3 of Wands, which is also known as like the writer's card. It is looking at the horizon, waiting for your ships to come in but in that time, you're not being stagnant. There's a lot of good energy coming through here. But it's not without, of course, its challenges sometimes with the 10 of Wands. So it's like, I feel like you're kind of releasing some of the burdens that you've been holding on to for way too long. We also have the King of Cups. I feel like this is somebody who's coming in. We also have the Chariot, yeah. So there's I don't know, I'm getting a sense that there's a lot, this is really good energy, I feel. Even though, like, we have that 10 of Wands, but it's like, I feel like you're finally saying, like, fuck it, and you're going to be enjoying life more. And because of that, you're going to just be doing more things that you've always wanted to do. And it's so funny because I'm looking at this image and it just reminds me a lot of the Thoth Tarot. For some reason, because of the way that these cups look, the way that it's done, there is a card in the Thoth Tarot that is also a cups card that kind of looks like that. I can't remember which one it is. But anyway, yeah, I'm definitely getting the sense that because of that, you're going to be just enjoying things a lot more, and it's going to catch the eye of some people. It's going to lead you to some victory, especially once you kind of like let down the responsibilities that you've been holding on to that are definitely, a lot of them don't even belong to you. They're other people's responsibilities. You need to get focused again on what it is you want. So yeah, you got to be bold. You got to be resourceful, inventive, have a lot of trust and be optimistic about this, because it's going to lead to a lot of great things. You need to celebrate the fruits of your own work and reward yourself. Be committed to yourself instead of kind of spreading yourself too thin with other people in a way. So it's like, but you're going to be, once you do this, I feel like, again, it's a lot to do with like a lot of mental stress. You kind of relax, you let loose a little bit more. Maybe, I don't know why this came in for some of you, maybe have more sex or something, like, a physical release like that in some way might be more beneficial for you. Again, please be responsible. Again, this is a big group right here. It's like, do all of these things very responsibly. Again, cutting loose, having a drink every now and again, splurging a little bit, going out and doing something fun. It's like that energy is coming through here. So with that 9 of Cups, again, it's physical well-being, regeneration, fullness, and satisfaction. You're going to be extremely satisfied in this period here that is coming up for you. There's a lot of this water and fire energy here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, as well as Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. So with the Chariot, it's all about, buckle up. Things are about to get interesting. The hippocampus is being prepared for a journey. Its gear is being lovingly secured and strapped into place. It is all but ready to take you where you need to be. The journey will likely be interesting, but they rarely take you where you want to go, only to the places they know you need to go. You might find their method liberating or frustrating, depending on how deeply you are attached to your destination. Either way, you're in for a ride you won't quickly forget. So yeah, I feel like you guys are in for a ride but it's like I don't feel like you're going to be frustrated about it. I feel like you're finally just going to be like liberated. Like, this is just a pile right here where I just feel like a lot of liberation in more than one sense of the word kind of energy. So let's look at the King of Cups as well. See about him. King of Cups is somebody who's very well balanced in both their emotions and their logic. He's a very business savvy person. So the King of Cups represents the highest form of emotional mastery. He has transcended above the need to simply react. Instead, his calming energy is usually enough to unnerve those who come before him. He knows what it means to be a true heart-centered leader and understands that not everyone is at the same stage of their emotional journey. He is patient and kind most of the time and is able to make a decision with a clear head and positive heart. These are keys to the lessons he now brings to you. It is time for you to put your ego aside, clear your emotional attachments, and make clear, honest, heart-based decisions about the direction your life now takes. And I feel like that's part of getting over this 10 of Wands here. It's like finally making those heart-centered decisions and going in that direction for yourself is going to be extremely important. So we also have here Stardust Angel, card 22. So let's go ahead and see what her message is for you all here who picked this particular pile. So her message is, follow your guiding star. We all have someone in our lives that we can look to as a role model, somebody who can guide us in times of trouble or uncertainty. Now is just such a time, and it is in your best interest to turn to this person or to follow his or her example. Their wisdom, good sense, and strong moral compass are precisely what you need to get your own life back on your preferred path. So that could be that King of Cups for you. This is kind of the role model for you to be guided. It's like, I feel like you're kind of a group who might be about to kind of cut loose in a major way, but like by doing that, again, it's liberating yourself, it's making you excited, and then you're going to have this person who is going to be like this guiding moral compass for you, who is going to show you how to finally master the two things. The stoic kind of like, I'm stressed out, I'm working all the time, and I'm taking responsibility for everybody else's fucking problems, and the I don't give a fuck, and I'm just going to be wild and crazy, and kind of finding that perfect middle ground. That is the King of Cups here. So we also have, it's so funny what this card is, and kind of, again, what I kind of based this whole reading off of, like, whatever. If somebody clicks on this video and sees it, they'll know what I mean, a particular person. But we have blend into the environment. You have many skills and can fit into any situation. Take time to assess what is going on around you and adapt accordingly. So yeah, you guys are very good adapters. Yeah, and I feel like I feel like maybe you were at a point where it's like you got kind of too sucked into the environment you're in, and it's like, or into the mess of it, instead of being kind of like a fly on the wall observing. So with this card, it's enjoy the chance to try something new and different. Any change at this time should be welcomed as bringing positive, cleansing, and transforming new energy into your life. Modify your attitude about what is happening and decide to adapt to what is going on. Determine what you're doing that might be limiting you. Choose to clear away these blockages. Once you do this, you will open the door of opportunity to a wider and more satisfying experience. The octopus is an invertebrate, meaning it does not have a structured spinal column. This is symbolic of your dexterity, grace, and lilithness. The octopus can slip in and out of the tightness of places by modifying its body. You'll be able to move towards your purpose in extraordinary ways. The outcome might even be better than you had planned. The octopus is a master of disguise. It may change its color and skin texture to blend into the landscape. For you, blending in could also mean taking a break from the spotlight. This is a chance to allow someone else to shine, allow you to take some time off. It does not mean you need to go into hiding or withdraw. Instead, be supportive of those around you. The octopus can also detach an appendage at will to provide a distraction when facing a predator. This might symbolize releasing things in your life that aren't conductive to your goals. I also want to mention, octopi are extremely alien creatures. Like, literally, if you look it up and you read about it, their DNA is not like anything else on planet Earth. They're literally fucking aliens. And they're extremely intelligent. I think it's really funny because we have that, and then we have Stardust Angels. So I feel like some of you are definitely starseeds, or you resonate to that starseed alien like energy where it's like you don't fit in. And you never will, because you are different, and that's something to be really proud about and really embrace, because you can really teach people something that they don't realize, because you are so different and you can see from a different perspective. So maybe it's like releasing some of the burdens and the guilt that you are kind of putting on yourself when you resonate to being like that. It's like, that is just who you are. And so you need to not feel guilty about it, or unsure, or unusual, or like, again, it's like you're not the crazy one here, if that makes any sense, if that resonates to anybody. But the next card we have here is Song of the Siren, the call, summoning voice to acknowledge. So with this card, it's card 5. So a lot of change is happening here. Many fairy tales and legends speak of a lost song, note, or chord, which, if restored, can take us to the land of fairy or mer and bring us home again. Again, that totally resonates to that starseed idea. Sometimes it's played on the harp, made from whalebone. To the sea, once again, has the sound that can unpeel the veil and let us see within the realms that swirl around us, invisible as radio frequencies, but just as able to be tuned into if we choose to find the right note to sing. It is now time to learn more about how you use your voice and the impact its tone, note, and signature has. People in the universe will respond so differently if you bring your voice into tune. It does not mean to pretend or speak falsely. It means even if it causes you great discomfort, you must break through through the lock you have placed around your throat. Ask the mermaids for help, and your song will pour forth. Like that of the sea creatures, the whales and dolphins, your natural voice will be found and sung, and you will be free again. So yeah, a lot of you need to speak your truth and speak more. You might have throat chakra blockages. I actually did a series of videos just recently that were going through pick-a-cards on the different chakras. So you might want to be watching and picking a message from the throat chakra video and see if there's anything there that might help you or might resonate to also the messages here. But let's go ahead and pull some final cards for you all. These are the Sea Melody little cards. They're super cute. I love them. Okay, let's see. What does card group 4 need to know? What do you guys need to know? What is your messages? What is your... Ooh, that one just did a total 360. So did that one. Okay. Let's see. One last one. Okay, one last two ones. So let's see. What are your messages? So we have turbulence. The mind is murky in rough waters. You need to, again, I feel like you guys just really need to cut loose and just have some massive fun and just liberate the hell out of yourself. Rescue. Help others in need or ask for assistance when you need it. That's that, again, that King of Cups, that moral compass for you to help you. We also have voyage, set sail on a new course, start something new. We have dance, take inspiration from the moonlight dancing on the surface of the sea. So yeah, I feel like some of you literally need to go out and dance more, or you just need to put on some music and just dance around your house or home or whatnot and just complete abandon. We have determination. Don't be afraid of the rising tide. It will soon recede. Definitely be balanced out both your masculine and your feminine side because I see the sun and the moon there. We have guidance. Find safety in your beacon's light. We have generosity. What good is treasure if you keep it for yourself? Empathy. There's more beneath the surface. And the final one we have here is chance. Allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. You never know what the tide may bring in. I feel like there's a message here because I'm seeing the connection between these two, that somebody might want to share something with you, and take a chance on that. See where it might lead you. So with that said, that is all the messages I'm seeing here for you guys. So if this resonated, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you thought about it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Turn on the bell notification if you do not want to miss any future videos. And if you'd like to help and support the channel anyway, there's going to be links to my Amazon wishlist, my Ko-fi, my Instagram. Definitely come and join me over there. I have a free reading giveaway happening, hopefully still when I post this video. And I just post all kinds of other fun stuff over there. So if you'd ever like to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, all that info is going to be down in the description. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.